At times, companies have to leave countries or downscale operations because of war, natural disasters, or economic sanctions. In all these cases, exiting a country can create harmful impacts on people and the environment. To meet international standards on responsible business, companies should assess and mitigate such impacts. At present, following renewal of US sanctions, many companies are leaving Iran. What impacts will their exit create, and which measures can companies take to reduce these impacts? First, workers may lose their jobs. Exiting companies are expected to help workers overcome the impacts of job loss. Companies can provide severance payments for employees and negotiate with subcontractors and suppliers to do the same for their workers. They can train workers to help them find other jobs. And they can provide microcredit programs to help with the loss of employment, relocate employees to a company's other locations, and negotiate with future employers to guarantee similar levels of pay and benefits. Second, people may lose access to essential services. Companies may have offered supplemental or philanthropic services to the broader community. For example, access to potable water, electricity, or even health services. When exiting means people will lose these services, companies are expected to help them address this loss. Companies can negotiate with governments or private entities to take over the services, or support communities to develop new means to continue accessing services. Third, operating standards may drop when companies with responsible operating standards hand over their business. People and the environment may be harmed if those standards are lowered. Exiting companies are expected to help ensure standards are maintained. Companies can consider operating standards when choosing successor companies and include provisions in handover contracts to maintain standards. And they can provide training and capacity building to ensure the successor company maintains standards. A responsible exit is never easy, but remember this. A responsible exit is good business. It builds trust with stakeholders and paves the way for any future re-entry. For expert guidance on responsible exits and the full range of responsible business issues in Iran, go to www.ibrproject.org.